Alrighty, with that, you all... So you're going to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
All right. You get to Chuck E. Cheese. You need Dusty to essentially be your bloodhound in this situation because Dusty's the only person who has seen Carl Carlson. So you get to the Chuck E. Cheese. Dusty, you're looking around. There's an awful lot of distractions. You've never been inside of a Chuck E. Cheese before.
It's so bright.
Ashley, I want to say that you're the adult because you need to have like a parent or guardian with kids in order to get into a Chuck E. Cheese. So you're, I think, the oldest one here, I want to say, because you're 15 and everyone else isn't. So you just tell them that you're a babysitter or something. Well, okay, they approach you as you're getting into the door and they're just like, which one of you is the parent here?
That one.
I'm like
holding her hand.
I look up and like with a little slight annoyance of being talked to like a child, like I am the babysitter.
The babysitter? Oh, okay. If we could just see some proof of identification, that would be all we need.
I like what kind of identification? You want my school ID? Like you?
I guess I would.
Why would you want to look at a picture of me? God.
Just to make sure that you're not, I don't know.
What, a bunch serial killer? And if I'm a kidnapper, I would take them all to Chuck E. Cheese. God,
we just have to make sure that you're old enough to get in here with old enough to get in here and be responsible is all. With that, you could use an ability or a skill if you'd like, or you can just talk this guy down.
Throw down.
Let me try for a little bit longer and see what happens. Like I'll be like, so you like having pictures of minor girls?
I don't keep them. I just need to check it really quick.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna take it and make a copy of it. Like, can I see your manager? I would like to talk to your manager about how you like to look at teenage girls.
You know what? You're good. You could go and just. He just kind of blushes and just kind of says, "Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese." Jesus Christ. Perfect. No skill needed. That was wonderful. All right, so yes, now you are in the Chuck E. Cheeses. Dusty, what would you like to do? Because I guess you're the lead seeker right now.
I was tempted to say, put my ear to the floor again.
Too much.
It might be a little extra dirty and sticky.
Yeah. More pitter patter.
It's like old Coca-Cola. You do that, but unfortunately it's too loud in here, and that only works outdoors.
You're stuck to the floor. We can't move you.
Oh, no.
I look around the room and actually see in the corner, without any kids around, that there is a... Wait, who are we meeting?
You're looking for Carl Carlson. So essentially the guy that you saw with the van.
The van guy. Let me reframe my story. As we come in, before we even walk through the door, I look around and confirm in the corner of my eye that the van is parked around, like the tail is like hanging out. I'm like, that is definitely the same unmarked. There can't be two unmarked vans in the city. That's definitely the right one.
All props to Cove, are you kidding? Everybody's got a unique car.
So I whisper up to Ashley, I think we're in the right place. And then as we come in, I'm sort of looking around, using my keen sense of smell, which I don't think I actually have any. So, bullshit.
Smelling is not a stat in this because not everyone is some weird street rat.
And I see in the corner, not Mr. Corbitt, but Mr. Carlson.
Yes.
I noticed him and a couple kids around him.
Yeah, he's got one kid.
Some tickets. Oh, yeah, one kid, sorry.
He's got one kid, and so there's like a haze of smoke where he's hanging out because it's the 90s and you were allowed to smoke indoors. He's smoking indoors and he's like, yeah, that's great, kid, and stuff like that. He's got kind of an uneasy look on his face as he's like looking at his own daughter for some reason. But like he's just hanging out in the corner, and then his daughter is like proud of the tickets and everything. You don't really get a good look at his daughter's face or anything like that, but then she goes and runs off, plays more games, and he just kind of sits there and like snaps his fingers, and they give him another slice of pizza, and he just starts eating it while he's waiting. And yeah, so you've pinpointed both where his van is and where he is.
And
he has
I let go of Ashley's hand, and I sort of start slinking down the aisle between chairs, drawing no attention to myself through the thick haze of smoke. And I notice as I get closer to him that he's sitting on the edge of like a booth, and his right side is to the sort of where everyone is in the big building.
So you want to get in the booth next to him is what you're saying?
No. I'm crawling up, and I notice in a glimmer in my eye that he has some keys attached to like the loop on his belt.
So you want to snake his keys from him? I'll allow it. You do have to roll a filch check of 6.
All right.
But
I'm gonna bet.
You're gonna do it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to say I think you're probably the best person at filching in this group, so that makes sense.
It's my time.
Oh god, yeah, you had 8 points in filch. Yeah, so you have to get. If you don't bet, then it's 6 or higher. What are you betting?
Bet 5.
That's good. So basically, you can't fail. Because if you got one, even if you roll 1, it's a 6. Yeah, so it's just like you're good.
Yeah.
You managed to. Mid drag, he kind of looks over at the rat, the animatronic rat, and he's like smoking, and he sees that, and as he's distracted by that, you just take it and just like suck yourself back through the crowd, back to the group.
I got it, guys, got the keys.
You stole the man's keys?
What are we gonna do with the keys? Can any of us drive?
I mean, I feel like as
steal his car.
In the 90s, I'm 15, so like I would have at least like my driver's permit, though. Yeah.
No, let's just go check and see what's in this van.
I'm sorry. How can any of you think this? It smells so bad in here. Is this how the proletariat smells like?
Oh. Give me another stick of gum then.
You already had your daily limits. And it was a special day.
On the ground. I just sort of...
No.
Well, I'm not eating it.
There. Yeah.
Like a flashback to like 2 hours earlier, like a 5-year-old just like let it fall out of its mouth onto the ground.
I hate it all.
It's what stuck to my cheek as I lifted up off the ground earlier. Oh.
Alrighty. Yeah, you have this man's keys.
Oh, if we're just gonna look through the van, I can be lookout with my brand new Walkman, but I'm gonna fake listen to music. And if I see Mr. Carlson come out, I'm just gonna start singing really loudly, and that's how you know he's coming. That's
amazing. So good.
But real quick, what is the narrative of this mouse? Was he transformed by a witch? What is happening with
He's just trying to have a pizza party with his friends.
Okay. What is pizza?
Italian flatbread.
Got him. Yes. All right.
Do we have time to like get like a slice of pizza for him or something so he can try it and be ruined forever?
I mean, you two can absolutely do that while everyone else is pilfering this man's van.
No.
We didn't say we were going to take anything. We're just looking.
Looking.
Rifling through.
Something that could fit in my pocket, maybe just sort of slips in there. I don't know.
Okay, I tell him like, Fitzy, you could just have your dad buy one and you can try it then.
Buy one Chuck E. Cheese. Got it.
Understood. Charles Entertainment Cheese, you are mine.
We start walking past the counter. We see Dusty's. We see Dusty's photo pinned to the back saying "Do not serve."
Amazing.
Get money first.
Get money. So how do we position this? Jesse, where are you standing as lookout?
I'm right in front of the front. Like, I'm fake waiting for my mom, but I'm like fake listening to music. And if I see Mr. Carlson, I'm going to sing really loudly, like right outside the front door.
Alrighty. And then Ashley and Fenston, where are you positioned and what are you doing?
I've been enraptured by this Jurassic Park video game where you're driving. I was hoping
somebody would bring the Jurassic Park arcade up.
And I am in it, and I am going, wow!
Is it the one where you actually like climb into it and like there's like walls around you?
That bumps around. Yeah. Hell yeah!
I must have Father bring me to this island. It seems like quite a lot of fun.
Ashley, where are you hanging out?
I'm going. I mean, like we're starting to like head over to the van. So yeah, I'll head over to the van since I'm the one who knows how card keys work.
Fair. Then I'm assuming Lee and Dustin are going to the van. Okay, so you get to the van, and I guess Ashley, you open the van.
Yeah.
Just the double doors in the back. You open the van doors. Inside you find a few coolers, not like in a crazy amount, just like maybe 2 or 3. And on the ceiling you also find, or not on the ceiling of the car, underneath the coolers there appears to be what looks like a symbol, but you can't quite make it out because there's coolers covering it. But it doesn't look like it's part of, like, it's not like a manufacturer's thing in the car. It looks more like it was painted there.
Is Lee anywhere nearby? Maybe I can like have him like take a picture of it so we can look at it.
Oh yeah, I mean you're all right next to each other in the parking lot.
Okay, yeah. So I tell Lee to take a picture of it. Do we like I don't want to touch anything just yet. Take a picture first and then touch stuff.
Pictures of the coolers, pictures of the symbols, pictures of any garbage in the front seats.
Sounds good. I want to say you have photography as a skill, right?
I do.
Is it a skill that you roll for? I don't think it is. Where is it? Okay, yeah, no, it's not one that you roll for. So, would you just like to spend points in it to make sure you get good pictures? How many points?
Definitely. I think just 1 point.
Just one. Okay, that's good. All right, so you've taken pictures of the evidence that you find there. As far as the garbage up front, nothing really. The only thing that you find that seems vaguely important is that there seems to be a crunched up list of a couple people's names. One of them is Mr. Corbitt, and it says Corbitt, Circuit City. The other ones, the names don't sound familiar, and I'll be honest, they are not important to the scenario, and I have not written them down. So they're Carl Corlson, Carl Michelson. No, just kidding. But it seems like this guy seems to meet people places and give them these coolers.
Can we look in one of the coolers, or are they all like locked or something?
You absolutely can try to break into one. They seem to be locked.
Is the push button not working on the sides of the coolers?
It's more like they've been kind of modified to have like one of those just kind of like just like a kind of like padlock kind of thing. If one of you would like to roll filch, you could probably break it.
I think I have a pretty decent filch.
You want to get into it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, how strong is it? Because I do have that strong hacky foot.
But you're busy finding Tic Tacs on the ground.
Strong.
So are you?
I don't know the Tic Tacs I need.
Okay, I mean, if you want to do it, since you are better.
Those are just mouse droppings.
I'll give it to Black Ash because Ashley, I feel like breaking into stuff is something you've done as just a rebellious teenager. So it is a skill check of, I want to say 4 filch. So you can bet points towards that to make it easier if you'd like.
Okay, I'm going to... I'll give myself 1. Let's try 1.
Okay, so then you'd have to hit 3 or higher.
Okay.
50-50.
5. So 1, so I got 6.
Nice, you did it. So you hear you have like a bobby pin you pull out of your hair and just... And then it snaps open. So the lock is off of the thing now.
Okay, I don't like how you're not saying it pops open and you're waiting for one of us to move it open.
Yep.
So I guess I slowly open it.
As you're slowly opening, Jesse, because Fenston is distracted. Jesse, you see Mr. Carlson get up, put his cigarette out, and start to walk towards the front of the Chuck E. Cheese.
Back streets back. All right.
Okay. Can I like?
You can start a road fire. Alrighty, so you don't have much time, but Ashley, you lift open the lid, and what you see inside, it's hard to make out because it's so cold. It looks like a bag full of something red, surrounded by ice. But the bag is a bit frosted due to all the ice, so it's hard to make out at the moment.
I guess like in my panic, I grab one and I close the cooler.
Oh God, okay. So you grab the bag out, not really thinking about what it is. And what happens? Do you all run or?
Yeah, I run.
You run away?
Yeah, we like, so like can I like close the doors so he doesn't know that we were there and then like try to sneak away?
Yes, I want to say any one of you can make me a filch check of 3 to make sure you cover your tracks, essentially.
Okay, Dusty, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I can do it. So I'll use 2 for my pool. Well, I mean, actually I'll just use 1 for my pool. I think I can do it. 6.
Nice. Okay, so you're used to this. You just everything gets locked back up. You make sure you put the padlock.
Dust off all our prints.
Yeah, it smears it for a second. Somebody else takes their shirt and wipes it off, and then you 3 just kind of run into the darkness as it starts to get a little bit darker out. It was kind of dusk when you guys went. Now it's kind of starting to turn nighttime. You guys just kind of run into the parking lot. It's one of those big mini mall parking lots with like a Super Kmart and all that stuff. And you all just run away. Jesse's sitting there like, kissed by a like your friends are you just watch them run away. And then Fenton has no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yes, Newman! Yes! Die by the raptors! Die!
Are you just watching Jurassic Park? Amazing. But
My
yes,
hair is blown back somehow.
I want to say what happens is Ashley, Lee, and Dustin, you get far enough away that you can't see the Chuck E. Cheese anymore. It's getting dark out, so you're under kind of a street lamp. And yes, you can kind of investigate what's in the bag that you got now.
Okay, yeah, so I hold it like I guess like we're all kind of like standing in a circle, semicircle, or whatever, and kind of hold it out and try to see if we can see what it is.
Alrighty, you kind of, it takes you a sec because the bag's so fucked. You keep wiping it, but then it's wet, so then it's hard to see. But then you lift it up towards the light, and what you see is it looks like a human hand, just like encased in ice, and with like an organ next to it too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I want all of you to make me a cool check of 3.
Sorry, I just want to double check. Are we all there at this point?
No,
Or is it
I want to say,
okay.
yeah, because they didn't coordinate where they were going to run to because they weren't expecting to run. So they'll have to come back to you guys, or you'll just have to meet up later in order to see this. But yes, it's a cool check of 3. You can spend cool just like any other check to bet beforehand, but yes. You did good.
6. Yeah.
Good. If you passed without betting, you just don't take any cool damage. You keep your cool.
I used 1 cool point and I was good because I just got a 2.
Nice. So you do lose the 1 for betting it, but you don't lose 3 for losing. So that's the bet reward mechanic. So here's how I want to say that goes down. Ashley and Dustin are looking at him. Both of you are just like, whoa, cool. And then Lee just just hurls on the side because you lose your cool.
Tostito pizza rolls.
But yeah,
Come on, a 1 point of cool isn't a vomit. That's a fall over.
Yeah, it's an expressed gasp. But yes, after some time, Jesse, you see Mr. Carlson come out to his car. He kind of looks around the parking lot, lights up another cigarette, and then decides to. He goes back inside, kind of yells for his daughter, and you see the little kid kind of come out. And as he starts to go to the van, and the little kid starts to kind of come out. And as this little girl passes you, Jesse, what you notice is that she kind of looks like, well, okay. Would you like to spend any points to kind of investigate her as she walks past you?
Yeah, I'll spend an intuition point.
An intuition? Okay. Well, that one's a roll, but you could use notice if you want to use something like that. That's in a academic ability. Let's see. You have 0 notice, but 0 is fine.
Yeah.
If you just use the skill notice, I think you'd get enough out of it. As she's walking by, you notice this little girl is A, very thin, like kind of freakishly thin, a little scary and stuff like that. But B, kind of Frankenstein, like stitched parts, parts that don't necessarily seem to match. And her eyes are pitch white. She kind of like looks at you and smiles, like missing some teeth, and like her bottom jaw is a different jaw from the top part of her. But she walks past so fast and it's dark that maybe you missaw it, but you feel like you got a good look, but it just doesn't seem real. Like, it's kind of strange. I want you to make me a cool check of 2 because it was such a quick moment that you have room in your mind to kind of like be like, that didn't happen, right?
Okay, I'm gonna not spend any. Let's see. 5.
Nice. Okay, so you pass. You're just like weirded out. You know, maybe she's just ugly. Like the lights are low. I don't know, but that was weird and stuff. But they both get in the van, seemingly nothing because you covered your tracks so well, and they drive away.
Okay. Can I see the 3 guys across the parking lot?
I want to say after some time, like after waiting maybe 10 minutes for the car to be completely gone and everything like that, they start to come back towards the Chuck E. Cheese parking lot. But yeah, so you all gather up in the Chuck E. Cheese parking lot then.
Okay, and then
No, don't! I want to stay! I need more mousy coins! I need more mousy coins!
Oh, mousy coins. So I
attack them, giant mouse! Attack!
So I guess we're all like outside, like around the back of the Chuck E. Cheese, like, you know, where nobody would really see us, maybe.
Where the hoodlums go to do drugs.
Smoke their cigarettes.
They're jazz cigarettes.
Wacky tobacco. So I feel like my character, like a grunge character, usually has like the what is it, like the one of the, it's not like a cargo jacket, but it's kind of like the one with all the pockets, but it's like army jacket, I guess, like an army jacket. And so like I had it in one of my pockets because it's how I also like walk.
Good God.
You know, like we're not in school, so I don't have a backpack, so like where else would I put it? So I take it back out and I showed the other 2 what we found. So it's like it's a hand and it's a couple other, so it's like I don't know if it's real, but it looks kind of real. I mean, like, I'm just 15, so I don't really know what real organs look like.
That's the hand I saw!
It's not. It's a different hand.
That's not the hand I saw! Do we have to do cool checks?
Yeah, I want to say the people who hadn't seen this hand yet have to do. Give me a 2-point cool check because they prepared you for it before showing you, whereas they raw dogged it, like they didn't know what to expect.
Here, catch. What?
I've done that to somebody before.
High five.
I had an item that, like, if you were to look at it, it would drive you crazy. But I took a picture of it and then I sent it to everybody in the group. So when they saw it, they're like, "What the fuck?"
So just 2, right?
A 2 check, yeah.
All right, I'm not going to spend anything then.
I didn't spend any. I rolled a 4.
You got a 4. Okay, you're good.
I rolled a 3.
So you're good, but there's a human hand and some sort of organ in a bag that Black Ash is holding.
Wow, that looks
Pocket,
like
not bag.
Is that just me, or is that a woman's hand? Does that look like a woman's hand?
Could be.
My intuition tells me that it's a woman's hand.
Yeah. could
Also,
be.
the French manicure seems to be a pretty good giveaway right there.
Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do with a human hand and some organs, but it's making me sick.
I think you should take a photo of it. Evidence, yeah.
Yeah, evidence that I'll just not want to think about ever again.
But you still have to develop it, so you'll have to think about it one more time.
You are next to the trash dumpsters of the Chuck E. Cheese if you'd like, but I don't know how much your parents would like it if you brought home a human hand, or how long that will last without the cooler. Might be a problem.
Yeah, that's definitely the kind of thing that I think some kids would just throw away. I can't imagine.
Oh, you muted.
Dusty, what do you usually do with these kind of things?
Yeah, just put it in a trash bag and save it for later.
Save it for later. What?
No, not to eat. To feed the stray dogs.
You know?
Oh
They eat
dear.
it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Give them the taste for human flesh. Great.
That doesn't sound,
What have I
serial
done?
killery at all.
Jesus.
I didn't kill these hands.
You go on to be the front man for the Nine Inch Nails, and you come up with the song, "Will you buy the hand that feeds you?"
All right, so do you
Trent
dispose of the physical evidence, I guess you say, because you've taken a picture for sure, and you had enough time to get whatever you needed out of it too, so you don't have to spend any photography to do it or anything.
Yeah.
I bet my mom would know if it's a real hand or not because she's a nurse.
You're gonna bring a human hand to your mom?
Are we involving the adults? Maybe instead of bringing it to her, maybe we can ask her what identifiers would be for a real hand.
What's a severed human hand look like in a bag? Do you know?
Hey, teenagers are weird,
Suppose you've gotten a severed hand in a human in a bag.
I mean, I gotta say, I think it's a human hand.
It's what?
I gotta say, I think it's a real human hand. Guys, my intuition is telling me.
I mean, yeah, it's a human hand.
It would be very odd if it was not a real hand and they were storing it in a cooler. But whatever, get these
very
guys off, I guess.
in-depth prop system. Mr. Corbitt's a movie star. No, he's not.
It is weird that it's on ice, even if
Keeps it fresh.
he's keeping it for something, right? Why else would you freeze it? Oh, and I tell them about the Frankenstein girl that I saw.
Are
Did
you
she
sure
have
you
all
saw
her
that?
hands?
Yes.
Yeah, except one of them was bigger, one of them was smaller. They were asymmetrical.
That's weird.
How did you know she was a girl?
She looked like a girl. I didn't ask.
Notably a girl. I mean, you all technically saw her from far away, and you could tell from far away it was a girl.
Just
Yeah.
multiple body parts. And I'm we can't tell if a hand is.
Yeah.
All right, I don't really want to be holding onto this hand anymore, so I guess let's just get rid of it.
Well, is she still outside? We could go talk to her, see how things are going.
The
I think
Frankenstein
they
girl?
left, right?
They
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, no,
they're
they
gone.
left.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So she left with Carl Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
would have
too
known
busy
if you
yelling
were-
at the rat.
You were playing Jurassic Park.
You don't play Jurassic Park, you live Jurassic Park.
With that, one of your beepers, I'm sure, goes off from your parents saying that it's getting a little late and you should probably head back home.
I think Fitzy would only be the only one who could afford a beeper at this
That
Oh,
seems right.
I have a cell phone. No.
All 10
Prototype.
pounds of it.
Yeah, it's like a box. But yes, it's time to go back to your parents because it's starting to get too late to stay outside. What do you do with the hand before going home? Do you keep it or do you throw it away or what do you?
I mean,
Oh my
Jesse,
God.
do you think? Oh, what?
Throw it in the garbage. That thing's disgusting.
Jesse, do you really think that maybe your mom could help? I mean, it's if you want to take it, you can, but I don't want to be holding on to it anymore.
I don't know if she would. I don't know what would happen. Like, I don't know if we should tell anybody, or maybe we could just go to Carlson's house tomorrow. Or we don't know where he lives. We can go to Corbitt's house tomorrow.
I mean, we could offer the hand up to the giant mouse as a sacrifice. We might get more mousy coins, and I can play the part too.
Here, Fitzy, why don't you go ahead and try that?
Oh God!
Yes!
Do not bring
Wait,
a severed hand into a Chuck E. Cheese.
Ashley, I need you to come with me. They won't let me go by myself.
Those poor
I'm
minimum
good.
wage workers at Chuck E. Cheese.
First, they've been convicted.
I
of
want
being
more
child
mousy
predators.
coins.
Lee, quick, get on my shoulders. We'll get a trench coat.
Adults also cannot go in there without children, so you need both.
Yeah, true.
We'll dress the hand up as a child.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I toss it to Fitzy so he can, catch it, and I don't have to no longer carry it.
I immediately step away just let it hit on the floor.
Just lay it
No,
on the
not
floor
this
next-
shirt. Not on this shirt. No,
You
thank
could
you.
just leave it on the floor next to the Chuck E. Cheese dumpster. It's cool. It is a viable option.
I'm sure it's not the weirdest thing they'll find back here tonight.
Somebody might think it's just like a leftover Halloween decoration and throw it away.
Right as it hits the floor, the second unmarked white van in all of the town comes and drives right over it and spiders
Oh,
it.
gee, the only other one.
Dusty goes, I knew it was coming. Should have said something.
But yes, I want to say you guys dispose of the hand in the dumpster behind the Chuck E. Cheese if that's the route you'd like to go, and then you have to go home for the night. And Fitzy, you get home and your parents are like, "Oh, Fitzy, before you go to bed, I know you've just had your second shower before bedtime, before you take your third shower. We wanted to let you know that that trip that all of the parents have been talking about for a while is coming up tomorrow. In case you forgot, just letting you know. So you'll have a babysitter tomorrow."
Yeah, I remembered.
Fucking duh, Dad.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
We don't know who the babysitter is yet, but we will let you know in the morning.
Can I
I
take
feel
my
like
shower
that's
now?
more of like an Ashley response and not a Fitzy response.
He's seen
Said I kind of like my dad. I kind of.
Yeah. He's seen a human hand. He's a changed boy.
Now don't bother me till my midnight snack. 2 a.m. snack.
Alrighty. And with that, you go to bed.